We are back at halftime at Mo Rubenstein Stadium with the Highlands Golden Rams leading the Ambridge Bridgers 13-8. Our halftime stats are brought to you by Mason Elite. Being elite starts at any age. We train our players to be the best basketball players on the court and the best versions of themselves off the court.
Not a whole lot of offense in the first half, Mike. Highlands 3 first downs, Ambridge 6. Highlands 57 yards rushing, Ambridge 74. Passing, Highlands only 15, Ambridge 29. Total yards first half, Ambridge 103, Highlands 72. Third down conversions, Highlands 1 of 4, Ambridge 2 of 7. Penalties were the big thing in the first half, total of 10. 3 for Ambridge for 25, 7 for 41 for the Golden Rams. And that big one, it only counts as 10 yards, Mike, but it called back a 65-yard touchdown. Why Highlands is leading here is turnovers. Ambridge committed 2, Highlands has not committed any. Time possession, all Ambridge, 15:58 to 8:02.
All right, the scoring in the first half. Luke Bombalski at the 5:58 mark of the first quarter, a 3-yard run. Babinsack, the kick, it was 7-0. And then one of those turnovers you talked about, Jordan Tavares with a 48-yard interception return for a touchdown. The kick was missed. The Rams led it 13-0 with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. But then Ambridge capped off a big 13-play drive with 8:22 left till half. And Carlito Chandler ran it in from 5 yards. The Rams went offside on the extra point. They put the offense back out on the field, and Chandler ran in the 2-point conversion. 13-8, Highlands at the break. Quickly, we have some individual numbers for you. Luke Bombalski, 6 carries, 39 yards for Highlands. Carlito Chandler, 40 yards on 14 carries for Ambridge. Aaron Randolph, 3 for 5, passing for 15 yards. A.J. Geraci, 5 for 6, 29 yards. And, of course, the one interception that went all the way for the touchdown. Grant Udovich had 34 yards rushing and caught 4 passes for 26 yards. He's kind of been the Swiss Army knife so far for Sherman McBride and Mike Smianik.
And that defensive touchdown, Mike, was brought to you by Dan Timmons Painting.
Dan Timmons Painting.
To beautify and protect.
You betcha. And soon to be celebrating their 35th anniversary in business. 45th anniversary in business. I went to Burrell. My math skills aren't so good. But 45th anniversary.
When you see Dan asking for a pen, that pen brought to you by Dan Timmons Painting.
So the second half, Highlands will get the ball, which we'll see if they can fix some of those problems. Again, you have a scrimmage, but it's not at all like actually lining up and playing a game for real under the lights on a Friday night. And that's what we're doing here. It was 80 degrees when we started, and it's only dropped 6. It's 74 right now. It's still kind of muggy out there.
Going to get darker earlier and earlier, Mike.
Braden Reeves, the senior, will kick off for Ambridge. Montrell Johnson and Darius Cherry are the deep man. Oh, it comes to the up man, and that's Julius Saunders. Saunders up over the 30-yard line, still going, spins and turns to the 35, and there's a marker down. And penalties have really hurt the Rams after they got off to a good start in that department, and really hurt them.
And Mark, one thing about this Ambridge team, Mike, is that their losses last year, they had 8 of them, but they were in most of their games. They just couldn't find ways to win.
Parkway's tough.
Yep.
Parkway is tough. They made the playoffs in Sherman McBride's first year. They were only 2-8, but they made the playoffs and then ended up losing to Freeport 34-6 2 years ago. Let's see here.
Holding
against the Rams. They've done that often tonight. The good thing is it'll be 1st and 10, but they'll move it back to the 25.
8 penalties now, 56 yards.
Yeah, that's not good. But you'll see that a lot on night 1.
And we have.
We have. We'll continue our tour of Beaver County next weekend. Next Friday night, the Rams will be at Blackhawk. They've had some upheaval there for sure.
Interesting up there.
Lost their coach with 2 weeks before the season.
Day before it was the start.
Randolph going to run it up the middle, but there is just nowhere to go.
He looks a little tentative, Mike, and that's...
Well, because there's nowhere to go.
Well, one thing he wasn't last year.
No gain, back to the 25. 2nd and 10. Well, there's no fallback option for him this year. There's no senior quarterback to help. It's on. He is the senior quarterback now. It is on him.
Yep. The offensive line was a question mark. We said coming in, only one returning starter, Devin Withrop.
He's playing right guard right now. Dudowski's over at the left guard. Kelly's out of there. This is Bumbalski. Through a hole, up to the 29-yard line. Down at the bottom for the Bridgers is Caleb Namath, number 50, the senior.
Pushes ahead for 3 yards.
So that's what's happened. Dudowski's flipped over from the right guard to the left guard. Withrop has moved from center to right guard, and Naviglia is in its center. 3rd and 7 for Highlands. And these passing downs have not been kind.
Uh-oh, here comes the blitz.
And a jailbreak again. Now Randolph's got some room to run. 35, 40, 45.
That's what he does, Mike.
Zigging his hag to the 50. The Ambridge 45. And he's got a first down at the Bridgers 39-yard line. Randolph made it all happen that time.
And charged up Mike, and Aaron waited for him to bite, and he was off to the races.
It's only the 4th first down for Highlands in the game, but that is 32 yards.
Aaron now 8 rushes, 75 yards.
And they like to get right up on the ball after a big play like that. Bumbalski through the middle, head down to the 39. He gets 1. Second down and 9.
Carries now 44 yards for Bumbalski.
Second and 9 from the Ambridge 39. Rams moving left to right, dressed in the white with the brown pants. That's Randolph keeping it. Cuts 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Aaron Randolph into the end zone for a Highlands touchdown. Are there any flags? Yes, of course there are.
Really? Where?
Through in the end zone. They might have grabbed his mask. Let's see. If it stands at the 39-yard touchdown run, I think this cameraman Dan saw that one.
Aaron Randolph, last 2 runs, 32 and 39. This one for a touchdown. Let's see what the call is. 71 yards his last 2 attempts. Now 85 yards rushing. Let's wait for the call. I guess there is no call.
It's coming. Face mask against Ambridge.
There you go.
Kick, the touchdown is good. We'll put it on the kickoff. So the Rams lead it 19-0. And now Naviglia will snap it. Babinsack puts it down, and no one kicked it. What happened?
Haven't seen that one.
I think the ball wasn't marked ready for play yet. I think he snapped. That was a good practice snap by James. Smart move.
I've never seen that one where nobody moved.
Yeah, the officials, the umpire usually back there calls it ready for play, and the ref has to wind it, and he didn't. So we'll play on. Gotta hear the whistle. Now we can play. Keegan puts it down. Burton kicks it up, and he kicked it wide left again. They're coming in there at him. Burton's off. And the Rams lead is 19-8. 9:22 to go. 3rd quarter.
I wonder if he got the balls he wanted, Mike. Well, the Boucher family, speaking of our kicking coach, Jean Boucher, his family is in business in Trenton Heights for over 70 years. They're uniquely qualified to help you choose home and auto insurance that protects no matter what. The Bouchers are independent agents. In addition to nationwide, they work with all the leading companies in the industry like Progressive, Allstate, Travelers, Penn National, and more to find new ways to save for you and your family on your home and auto insurance. Call your hometown independent insurance agents, John and Nick Boucher, at 724-224-4300 and choose the coverage that's right for you. They have evening and Saturday hours for your convenience. Remember, the AK Valley, you're in good hands with the Boucher Agency on your side.
72-yard touchdown drive on 5 plays. And the Rams do score coming out of the break. And they lead it 19-8 at 9:22 left 3rd quarter. And now defense get back out there and see what they can do with Carlito Chandler. 5-yard penalty, of course, assessed on the face mask on the touchdown, so the Rams will kick off from the 45.
And when's the last time we had a ball go into the end zone? Right?
Well, 2 touchbacks last year for Burt.
Yep. Let's see if we can get number 3.
Maybe 3. I don't want to shortchange him. 3.
There you go.
And he kicks a pooch to the left side. It's going to go out of bounds. That's not what they wanted. That's for sure. Rams were offside too, I think. Or was oh no, that was just a flag for the kicking it out of bounds. So they could take it where it went out, or they could take it 30 yards from the kick, or take it at the 35. They're going to put it at the 40, and that's where they're going to start. So great starting position for Ambridge at the 40-yard line. Chandler carried it 14 times in the first half for 40 yards. And he is back there behind a fullback. And he takes it. And not much that time. As a matter of fact, nothing. Shooting through was the sophomore inside linebacker Marquise Johnson.
Hayes also down there.
No gain. 2nd and 10 now for the Bridgers.
And the big guy back in the backfield, Carlito Chandler.
And A.J. Gracie, the quarterback, and Chandler again, and the Rams have him in the backfield. They might have the football.
Oh,
they do have the football.
Who's got it?
The Rams have it. I think Aiden Burford had it.
Burford gets the fumble recovery, but again, Markey made the initial hit along with Hayes.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure who came out of there with it, but Burford was acting like he did, and it's a turnover quickly, and the Rams did come out playing pretty fired up defense to start the second half, and that's the 3rd Ambridge turnover.
And Mike, they're spying on Carlito, and I don't blame him. He's been anyone shut on the offense beside Grant Udovich. So take advantage, Golden Rams. Let's go. 3rd turnover from Ambridge. Let's see what Highlands can do.
First down on the Bridgers 38. They go pistol this time. Burford the motion man. Fake it to him. Give it to Bambolski with a big hole. Wide open. 25-20. Bambolski 15. Cuts to the far side of the field. And into the end zone for a Highlands touchdown.
Any flag.
38 yards, Luke Bambolski, and the Rams put it right in on the first play. 1 and done.
That's the way to do it, Mike. 82 yards now for Bambolski on the ground on 9 carries. And that's a big one for the Golden Rams, Mike. They came out fired up here. I guess there might have been a little paint peeling off the wall, do you think?
Maybe. The last 2 offensive plays for Highlands are a 39-yard touchdown run by Randolph and a 38-yard touchdown run by Bambolski. Ball is down, and Babinsack boots it strongly up through there and good. 8:33 left of the 3rd quarter. And the Rams lead it now, scoring quickly twice here to start this 3rd quarter. The Rams lead it 26-8.
Boom, very quickly there, Mike. We've already predicted an 8-win season for the Golden Rams, and that's the best in the AK Valley. Also predicted 8 for Leechburg. Luke was our leading rusher last year with 798 yards, 9 touchdowns. That's impressive, Mike, but what's more impressive, he did it in only 6 games.
Right.
Averaged 6 yards a carry. Outstanding sophomore year, 1,276 yards and 15 touchdowns. And he showed you why there, Mike. He was all conference last year.
So quite the second half start for Highlands, a 5-play touchdown drive, and then on 2 plays, Ambridge fumbled, turned it over for the 3rd time tonight. Knocked out of there by Angelo Markey, and then on the first play, Bumbalski, they did a fake pitch on the end around to Burford and gave it to Bumbalski, and there was wide open Mo Rubenstein field turf for him on his way to the end zone. And the Rams have scored some points here against these guys. Scored 56 twice against them in the 4 meetings back when we shared Northwest 9 conference status. And here's the kick by Babinsack. It's a line drive. And it's going to be taken by
well done there, huh?
Finney. Finney to the middle of the field now, and they get him finally and drag him down at the 26-yard line. Saunders got a piece of him, but I think he was finished off by Jordan Gangloff, who has been special teams ace so far tonight.
Got 4 tackles on special teams. Saunders' 5th tackle.
So first down at the Ambridge 26, and now finding themselves down by 18 points with 8.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. Is the strategy going to change at all? Strategery.
Here we go.
They had 12 guys. They got to hurry up one off of there. And Geraci, they had different pages together, and Bumbalski throws them down back at the 20-yard line.
Back-to-back sacks for Luke Bumbalski, Mike. He now has 11 tackles.
They're going to put this at the 24. First contact, I guess. Is that where they're going? They're discussing it. The 23, I guess. 3-yard loss. 2nd and 13. And the Bridgers going backwards so far here to start the second half. Kolar in motion. And now I think the Bridgers have moved. They have. It's going to be a 5-yard false start and make it 2nd and 18. Back at the 18-yard line. The penalties have come in bunches in this game. Each team has had a bunch, and the Highlands had a bunch, and now the Bridgers seem to be doing that.
That is their 4th penalty. Only 30 yards.
Defense is coming now. Now we have more whistles. Maybe they were, head ref wanted to tell the ump something. Cameraman Dan's looking for the screen, Dean. That could be it. Gracie's back there. Now they're going to go to the Udovich. They Rams string them out nicely. Great job sideline to sideline by the Highlands defense that time.
Marquise Johnson was there, Mike, and forces them out of bounds.
Jet sweeps have worked, but not this time. Udovich has dropped back at the 18 for no gain.
Marquise, a first-year starter.
Give him 1.
4 tackles.
3rd and 17. And the Carlito Chandler offense is kind of going backwards now because the down in distance.
Keano.
They split Sheffield out to the right, and they're going to give it to Chandler. And Chandler threw a hole up to the 25-yard line. And Jordan Gangloff was in there to get a piece of him to help him off his feet. It'll be 4th down.
And there's that man again, Bumbalski.
6-yard gain.
They're going to be forced to punt it.
And on 4th and 11, the very busy Braden Reeves is back to punt. Aaron Randolph stands at the 49. You just get the feeling he's going to break one of these.
Yep.
Good snap to Reeves, and he kicks it high in the air. Randolph comes up, takes it at the 50. looks for the wall, far side of the field, 45-40. Flag is down way behind. It had nothing to do with the play. And now another flag is down. And now we get some chirping going on down there. They got to get one of the Ambridge players out of there because he's going to get himself in trouble. The original flag they threw on Highlands was, it's week 0 for the refs too.
Yes. Like I said, so far behind the play, Mike, what are you seeing?
So they got a lot to sort out right now. Randolph took it to the 32-yard line. It was an 18-yard punt return, which is way better than average. But now the Stripes are having a major caucus at the 30-yard line.
$69 yards on punt returns for Randolph to go along with 85 yards rushing. Puts them well over 100 total.
Okay, let's see if we can get this here. Block in the back against Highlands. Penalties declined.
Okay.
Holding Highlands. That penalty is going to be accepted. That's going to be first down.
Point of the foul, right?
Yeah. Or it'll be taken for either the point of the foul or where the possession changed to the 50. So they're going to put it, it's 10-yard penalty. Highlands will start at their 43.
9 penalties now, 66 yards. Even for opening night, Mike, that's a lot.
So the Rams start on their 43-yard line, 6:09 to go, third quarter. Highlands leads it 26-8. Remember, stay tuned. After the third quarter, we'll have unflooded trivia. The way it rained last night, I think you need to unflood it.
3 inches, Mike.
Randolph quickly fires, and it's complete out to the 48-yard line to Devon Wilson. Is that 15 or 16? Let's make sure. It's Wilson, 15, out to the 48. 5-yard pickup.
Timeout for injury.
Officials timeout. There's an injury.
Our second cramp of the night.
Yeah, we'll do that. Let's take a timeout ourselves with the Rams leading by 18. We'll be right back. Dante Prentice, number 68, big defensive lineman off the field. It looks like more than a cramp, unfortunately. 2nd and 5, Highlands at their 48. Mistrick, Dudowski, Naviglia, Withrop, and Fargo. Now, so we saw what Aiden Fargo last year on the offensive line also. Now they're going to flip it to Montrell Johnson this time on a little push pass. He's over the 40 to 35. Johnson can cut. Johnson on his feet. 30, 20,
got 1 man
10. Montrell out of bounds at the 7-yard line. That's a pass, kids. Little push pass to Montrell.
What are you going to give him on that one?
Well, they're going to mark him at the 6, so that's 44 and 2 is 46 yards. 1st and goal, Highlands.
All of a sudden, 66 yards passing now for Randolph. And that was all Montrell Johnson. You see the speed, Mike. Lots of weapons. We have 8 wide receivers, Coach, that they can turn to.
Rams looking to put this one away here. They go from the pistol, 1st and goal at the 6. Hand off to Bumbalski, off the right side. Bumbalski walks into the end zone for another Highlands touchdown. Bumbalski has the hat trick, and the Rams lead it 32-8.
10 rushes, 86 yards, 3 touchdowns for Luke. Mike, I would say that not much of an effort on Ambridge's defense that time.
A 6-yard run. The Rams have scored 3 times in 4 minutes and 2 seconds.
Yikes. That just shows you, Mike, we have that type of potential offensively just to bring it.
Babinsack is on. Oh, low snap. Good job by Keegan Babinsack to put it down, and Burton Babinsack's kick is good. And the Rams lead it at 5:20 left third quarter. Highlands 33 and Ambridge 8.
Great job by Keegan.
Yes.
Jackson at Babinsack to get that ball on the Keegan Babbitt.
Keegan's, yeah.
Like we got 3 Babbitts there.
Yes.
We got Keegan's a 10th grader, Jackson's a 9th grader, and Burton's an 11th grader.
We're talking about OGs later. Let's talk about the OG of sponsors, B&J Sports.
You got him.
Outfitting our local teams and the great sports fans of the AK Valley for more than 6 decades, you look no further than B&J Sports for all your sporting goods needs. Glenn Mills and his friendly staff provide that personal touch, customized high school jackets to team uniforms, trophies, plaques, or any kind of sports equipment. You just can't beat the service at B&J Sports. B&J is located at 1605 Freeport Road in Natrona Heights. They're open 9 to 5:30 weekdays and Saturdays 9 till noon. Or you can give them a call at 724-226-2762. There's something to be said for longevity, and 6 decades says it all. B&J Sports.
Burton Babbitt might get in a workout now.
He is. He's going to need the cold tub tomorrow morning.
By the way, JV game canceled today. Ambridge said not enough players on their roster to have a JV team. We're lucky, Mike. We have 2 this year.
The Rams have scored on a 5-play drive, a 1-play drive, and a 3-play drive here in the third quarter.
Our JV B team will be traveling to Shaler Monday at 6:30.
Babinsack kicks another line drive out of bounds.
I have to work on those, Mike.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're doing with that, but it's not working.
Wind may be a factor on that one, Mike.
Yeah.
Starting gust.
So it'll be first down for the Bridgers. And the Rams lead at 33-8. Ambridge got the 8 because they went for 2 on one of their touchdowns. Ambridge has had the ball in this quarter. They've run 5 plays, and Highlands has scored 3 touchdowns.
You know, Mike, it's going to take us a month to get to conference play.
Rams are offside, I think.
Add on.
They're going to make them do it again.
Yeah. Why?
You have many options.
Well, it's offense before the ball's kicked, offsides. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they have to take that because before the ball was kicked, it was
that's possible too.
Well, let's add that to the 10th Highlands penalty. There's 71 yards now. But when we do get to conference play, it's going to be the same one as last year. Armstrong won the conference, but along with Hampton, Kiski, Mars, Indiana, North Catholic. We beat them all, Mike. North Catholic, they're talking that they're the favorite in the conference this year.
By the way, Knock was beating Hampton at halftime. First game ever on the turf at Knock Knight Stadium. Babinsack's going to kick a bouncer this time.
Catch.
And it was a great catch. Hands team out there, 72, Javon Hunt, 5'11", 190. Comes up with it, and Ambridge will have great field position at their own 46.
And if you told Javon Hunt before the game you're going to get the ball.
He's going to get a kickoff return. I bet he thought you were crazy. First down, Bridgers at their 46-yard line. And now a long conversation Grant Udovich is having with Mike Smianik. I think Udovich is going into quarterback now. He is.
Yep. 6 foot, 185-pound senior.
First and 10 at the 46. And he'll go from the shotgun. I think they're going to pitch it around a little bit now. They dropped the snap, and Udovich is snowed under at the 44-yard line.
Not going to get back to the line of scrimmage, so guess who's there?
Bumbolski and Gangloff.
3rd sack. Gangloff will split that. 2nd and 12. Jordan Gangloff, nice game tonight, Mike.
Very.
6 tackles. 3 on special teams.
And then talk about you need people to step up when graduation, and he is doing it. As are a lot of them. I mean, this is a lot of first-time action for a lot of these guys under the bright lights varsity action, and shaking off the rust early. Udovich is back. Here they come. He's going to throw it to the near side of the field, and it's incomplete. Tremendous one-on-one coverage by Jordan Tavares. There was not any way that was going to be completed, and now we have another flag.
Late flag, way in the backfield too, Mike, back at the 30. Holy moly. What could have happened back there?
See, I don't see a flag. I just saw a piece of paper or something.
Oh, looked like
there might be. Yeah, there might be. Now they're talking about
referee,
something.
Yeah, he's got a flag.
Oh, okay. It's at the 43-yard line. It's down the field. It's holding against Ambridge. Okay. Rams are going to take that one. And that was away from where Udovich was throwing the football also.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of first night.
Second down and 20, approximately.
Yep.
Udovich is being chased. Now he's going to throw it against his body, and it's going to be, they're going to call interference on Tavares, really.
What do you think about that, Mike?
Yeah, I don't know that I like that one, but he did have a hand on his back.
But they were both fighting for the ball.
Uh-huh. It was wounded. I mean, Hunter's in the crowd opened fire on that one.
It was up there for a while.
A pass interference is not an automatic first down, but they're going to get the down over, and it's going to be like, it'll be 2nd and 5, I think. 15-yard penalty.
Oh, boy. 11 penalties now. 86 yards.
So they're going to move the ball to the Highlands 49. 2nd and 5. Clock stopped, 4:23 left third quarter. Udovich is going to run it to the near side of the field, and Montrell Johnson comes up and gets him off his feet, coming up from his defensive back spot to knock him down at the 49. It'll be a loss at 2. No sack there. He was running.
Nothing doing, Mike. Montrell all-conference corner last year.
As a sophomore.
Yes. First time they went his way tonight, Mike.
3rd down and 7 now for Ambridge. They're back on their side of the field at the Ambridge 49.
I think the word is out. Remember when Revis used to play, they called it Revis Island?
Uh-huh.
Nobody came to that side. Loneliest man in town, Montrell Johnson.
Jesse White, the Maytag repairman.
Jesse.
3rd down, 7. Here comes Luke. And it's Carlito fumbles it, gets it back. He got a Wildcat, gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Carlito Chandler, Bombalski was coming.
He got kissed on the lips.
And it's 4th down, 4th and 7.
What a night on defense for Luke, Mike. 14 tackles, 3 sacks.
He really missed him, especially on the defensive side of the ball last year when he went down.
And I think he got hurt on defense last year, wasn't he?
I think so.
Yeah.
That was the game out at Woodland Hills, of course.
Yeah, and he wanted to go back in.
He tried.
No, yeah.
He tried. He went back. I think he went back a play and said, can't do it.
They're going for it.
They're going to go for it on 4th down. Less than 3 to go, third quarter. Carlito Chandler back in the Wildcat. He has it. Runs forward. The Rams have him, and down he goes at the 44-yard line.
Who's getting his first sack?
Hades and Bombalski, I think, will split that one.
There you go.
And the Rams will get it back at the Ambridge 44-yard line.
What a night for Luke Bombalski.
And Chandler's now down to -1 in the second half. 5 carries, -1 in the second half. They have really come to get him here in this second half.
Mark Kanzanowicz.
He wasn't happy. And
nope. When you allow him to put a target on somebody's back, things are going to happen.
First down, Highlands at the Ambridge 44. And the give is to Darius Cherry. Oh, Cherry with some nice moves. Inside the 40 and down to the 36.
Cut that ball up very quickly. He has that plant foot, Mike, and he can kick it into gear after that. Picks up 8.
2nd and 2.
And we still have 2:22 in the third quarter, Mike.
And now it's dragging a little.
Not for the Highlands team, put 20 points up to.
Yeah, it's been quite the third quarter for these guys. The quick strike offense, which we think they're going to have. Boyd Brown's come in the game to play receiver. He's in there. It's number 7.
Good to see him out there, Mike. He's
a lot of injuries. Yeah, he was supposed to be the long snapper last year on punts at least.
And Mike, he had 5 stitches in camp under his chin, so that's the tough place when you have chin strap to try.
Now there's the pop pass to Burford. He's going to get the first down and more inside the 30 and down to the Ambridge 27-yard line. So it's a 9-yard pickup and another Highlands first down. Randolph now 6 for 9. And we have a timeout on the field at 1:54 left in the third quarter with Highlands leading it 33-8.
6 or 9, Mike, but what's impressive, 5 different receivers.
Yeah, that's. I wanted to get back to Mo Rubenstein. We talk about the back in the day, and again, Mo Rubenstein took over here as football and basketball coach in 1929. He was the football coach from 1929 to 1950, went 146 and 45. Yeah. One of those 45 losses, Dan says, was to Ken High. Very famous game. Basketball coach, 1929 to 1946, 260, 99, and 1. In football,
where'd the 1 come from?
I don't know. They called it off. 5 Beaver County championships in football, 1 WPIAL championship, and again, the reason this is Mo Rubenstein Stadium, he went 16-3 versus Aliquippa.
You get a stadium named after you for that, Mike, alone. Speaking of which, Heinz Field now for Ambridge. How you like that?
Aliquippa, yeah, the pit.
Right. Well, they sell barbecue sauce there.
The Rams are nearly in the Heinz red zone. Randolph going to keep it. Oh, there's a big hole. He's at the 20, the 15. Randolph is to the 10-yard line. He's got a first down.
17-yard pickup that time.
The Rams had 3 first downs in the first half. They have 6 in the third quarter. First and goal at the 10, a 17-yard gain.
And Aaron now 9 carries, 97 yards. He's over 10 yards a rush. Bombalski had him 10 for 86, 8.6 yards a rush.
I got Aaron at 101 now.
101? Okay. I'm always up for giving him more.
Julius Saunders. Zigs, zags, scores! Julius Saunders got pinballed through there, and the little fella got his way into the end zone.
So Julius on the scoreboard.
A 10-yard touchdown run for Julius Saunders, his first carry of the night.
And boy, the Golden Rams have come on strong here in the third quarter.
And that must have been some scene in the locker room at halftime, I got to tell you. They are going to need Dan Timmons painting. They'll get you covered by painting that locker room here because, let me tell you, there had to be some peeling down there. Rams have 5 touchdown rushes tonight. Another good job by Keegan to get it down. And Burt's kick is wide right this time. They're having some trouble timing-wise.
Snaps.
Timing more than anything.
Yep. So Highlands now 26 points in the quarter, Mike?
Yep, 29-8. 4 touchdowns in the third quarter. 39-8.
Going back to George's article about years gone by in the AK Valley, how about this one, Mike? 60 years ago.
Okay.
Paul Killian and Bob Haggerty. How about that, Bob Haggerty? That's
how about that?
Pass. Scored 2 touchdowns each, and here's the important part. Tom Stabile booted 4 extra points to give Tarentum a 34-12 victory over rival East Deer Fraser.
Oh, my mom's not going to be happy about that.
Was she at the game?
Well, and then this would have been when?
60 years ago.
No, she was graduated by then. Dan was at the game.
Dan was at the game. Dan Timmons, how about that? Was Bob and Joe.
60 years ago. In the early 60s, maybe. I don't like this. Are we going to be doing the 60 years ago the whole way through here? I don't think I like that.
Nah.
Can we skip those?
George is on it.
Let's skip all the 60 years ago ones. I'm just saying.
He's back as the...
Thank goodness.
He wears the mantle of the AK Valley.
He's the dean of that.
Yes.
Babinsack kicks off, and he kicks a squibber to the sideline.
That could be trouble.
You're going to pick it up at the 25 as Darian Cox comes up over the 30 to the 32-yard line.
Now that's she kind of won out of that. 21 for the Golden Rams, Caden Rouse on that.
Okay. So it's first down Ambridge at the 33. They can't wait for this third quarter to be over. And if the Rams score again, we're going to be in mercy territory. Who would have saw that coming at halftime?
Well, I brought out the secret weapon in the second half.
The green pen.
The green pen. Always effective.
Forgot about that. I always have a green, but I have 4 colors.
And we got a personal foul against Ambridge.
I keep picking business.
So add 15 to their total. It gives them 55 yards. Fortunately, my math skills have not failed.
Good job, yeah. These pens started with my group when we were in high school. with our Stratomatic Baseball League. These are the most important things, and I have never gotten rid of these 4-color pens since.
And the scary thing is Mike is still playing Stratomatic
Yep.
baseball.
Thanks to the pandemic for that.
Power set again. Here's your buddy, Carlito.
First down at the 19, and Carlito Chandler up to the 25-yard line.
Gangloff down there along with
Julius.
and Cherry.
It's a good gain. Gain is 6 to the 25.
Tell you what, Mike, when it was 13-8 and they were on the move, got the ball, I thought that was the key defensive stand right before the half. Because if they'd have scored and had momentum going to halftime, this could be a different game. Because that could have happened.
Chandler gets it to the 30, and he has the first down. 5-yard pickup. That's the first down of the second half for Ambridge.
Markey on the stop.
Their 7th of the ball game.
Down to
Are we running out of the
23
quarter?
seconds, yeah.
20 seconds to go. They don't have to snap it, but it looks like they're going to. Power set this time, and they give it to Chandler again. Bumbalski gets a ride up to the 35. And that will be the last play of the quarter. Big third quarter for Highlands. They put 4 touchdowns up, and at the end of 3 at Mo Rubenstein, it's Highlands 39 and Ambridge 8. Time for trivia brought to you by Unflooded. Has your home or business ever been damaged by water or mold? You know how stressful that can be. Our friends at Unflooded specialize only in water, sewage, and mold removal, and they're here to help. From a broken pipe to sewer backup or flooding, they have the expertise to get your home dry and ready for repairs. When it comes to mold in your home, they'll assess the situation and put together a game plan for removing the mold and keep it from coming back. Visit unflooded.com or call Brian Mara anytime, 888-650-7767. Unflooded, your family-owned and operated emergency water removal team in the AK Valley.
All right, trivia time, Mike, and I have one for you, and it concerns Division I recruits and the WPIL.
Okay.
What team leads the WPIL over the past 35 years? That's how far they take back.
Okay,
the record.
I saw this, so we'll just let it go for a little while. Let the folks at home guess.
Okay.
So go ahead, Al. I know what
Well-
it is. So
Let me ask you this question. How many Highlands Division I recruits have there been
that's a good number.
in the past 35
We'll
years?
try that.
Do you know the number of the team?
Yes, 30. Isn't it 30 something or?
Try 69.
Wow.
And we'll let everybody at home guess after this play. We give the answer. Oh, baby.
Oh boy, and they get this is.
It's Bombalski.
It is, and this is
Gangloff first, and Bombalski.
Adrian
finished them off.
Rotondo, and he had nowhere to go. He got thrown backwards.
Yo, Adrian. Whoa. Bombalski met him in a hole.
They're gonna be nice and give him forward progress to the 34. It's a loss of 1. 3rd down and 5 to go. So that's going to be our game plan here for this. We're going to try to figure out the Highlands numbers then.
Pitch.
And
nothing
now
going. Great
Udovich.
tackle.
Off his feet by Boyd Brown. I think got the shoelace and
He
knocked him
sure
off his
did.
feet.
Big tackle by Brown.
And as you say, it's good to have him out there.
Yep, senior.
Getting
He's
action.
Paid his dues, that's for sure. 6'2", 170-pounder. So again, 69 Division I recruits over 35 years, 4th and 15. The team is
Woodland Hills.
my old alma mater via merger. I'm a North Braddock Scott graduate. Yep, 69. Most of those by
George
Mr. Novak.
The great George Novak.
Yep.
And we have a flag.
So in comparison, how many Highlands Division I players have there been in the past 35 years? Let Dan take a guess while we're at it.
Well, our head coach is one of them.
That is correct.
Matt
We have one.
Bonoslawski is one of them.
University of Connecticut.
Lee Hetrick is another one. Does that go to 35? He goes back before that, doesn't he?
That's going to be a good question.
Yeah.
Guess 35. What's 32?
69 for Woodland Hills. Dan has 35 D1 recruits for Highlands.
4th and 19. We'll get the punt, and then we'll get a shot at that. Oh, we got more movement.
Boy, I'm going to run out of ink here on penalties. That is 7 for 60 yards now.
This was going against the Rams, I think. I don't know. We'll see.
A lot of finger pointing.
Yeah. If they keep moving backwards, Randolph's going to be at the 35 when he catches the punt. If it's Randolph, is it? No. It's not. It's Montreal Johnson. Now this one's going against Highlands.
There we go. Well,
one for everyone.
12 for 91 now for the Golden Rams.
A lot of penalty yards on night one, but you'll have that. So Reeves will try it again. Now they get it off. Slow snap. He juggles it and gets it out of dodge and kicks it to the near side of the field.
He did a good job getting it down.
More flags are down.
30-yard line. They might get rough.
There are two flags. No, it was Ambridge's Martise Priest and Angelo Markey, and they were, something happened there. And Gangloff too? Yeah, we'll see.
Matt Daniels was down there too. Mad Dog exchanging words.
That was, it's getting a little chippy. I think the penalty might be against the Bridgers here. We'll see. Now they just threw a flag on the bench. Might be a sideline infraction. It is. So I don't think the first one counts as a penalty.
Well, they're sorting this one out, Mike.
Yeah, this one may take a while. The penalty marker's at the 21-yard line. The ball went out of bounds inside the 40.
Referees have a lot of finger pointing.
They're going to come over to talk to Bones now? Well, one of the officials is. I think the head ref's going to come over and talk to Bones. There might be an explanation here as to what they would like to have marked off.
All right, so how many Highlands guys? Dan said 35 D1 players in the past 35 years. Your answer, Milo?
It's not that many.
He's going under if the price is right.
It's not that many. I'm going to say 12.
You guys named 2 of the 3.
3, okay.
Can you imagine that, guys? Put that in perspective.
Do we know who the third one is?
That's are you fans of Highlands football? Come and tell us who the third one is, because I certainly don't know. That's 35 years.
I'll be able to figure it out.
We'll go with Bones for sure.
Yeah, we know that. And that was the 2001 season.
Oh, Big O, Ostrowski.
Mike. Oh, okay.
He went to Buffalo.
He went to Buffalo.
So I got one. We'll throw Hetrick in there unless we're told different.
Yeah.
Well, Hetrick's back in the 70s.
Well, Duffy went to Buffalo also, didn't he?
He went to New Hampshire.
Okay. UNH. That's D1, isn't it?
Is RMU considered?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
They're 1A. Yep.
They're FCS. VMI. That's low too.
Yeah.
Now they talk to Bones, and now they're going to talk to Sherman McBride. As you coach McBride out there at the 30 with the backwards hat. It'd be nice if they let us know what they were doing, but I guess we're in a need-to-know basis.
Yes.
Rams are going to have some changes in their offensive lineup. I think Aaron Randolph's done for the night. Saunders is out there. Boyd Brown is out there with the.
Yeah, Mike, we're down to 2 quarterbacks, by the way. Minaj Lucas got hurt last week in the game against Shea.
So no signals or anything. They're just going to, I think it's going to be 15 on them. Would be taking it down to the 20 is my guess. He hasn't signaled anything. He hasn't told us anything. I don't know.
Jamarcus Prager, promising sophomore, 6 foot at 155. He's out with an injury. That takes us down to J.K. King.
Now they're coming backwards.
And J.K. is a 5'8", 125-pound junior.
They're doing a lot of talking down there, but they're not saying it. They're not making any signals for the fans to know what's happened. Holding. Against Ambridge. Declined. Dead ball foul on sportsmanlike conduct against Ambridge.
Accepted.
Will be the 15-yard penalty. And an ejection also. Someone's been ejected, and which means whoever that someone is can't play next week.
7 for 70 yards, and there he goes right there, Mike. Exit stage right.
That's 33. Mark him off. Justice Smith. There ain't no justice.
Justice, we hardly got to know you.
Well, I guess you can truly say there's no justice.
Next week. And now we discuss some more with Sharon.
Now Sharon McBride is coming out there.
Any place to get a good burger, the ref's asking.
There are plenty of good places to eat out here. Beaver County is very underrated when it comes to the food.
We avoided 65.
I think we'll catch it on the way back. I think the Buccos should be clearing out by now.
We're going to Beaver County next week again, aren't we?
That's correct.
Almost to Lawrence.
So Randolph is out there, and he gives us to Saunders, and Saunders cuts it through the middle. Saunders 15-10. Julius Saunders untouched into the end zone for another Highlands touchdown.
20 yards. Julius 2 for 2.
And it's mercy time at Mo Rubenstein.
How about that? Who would have thunk that at halftime? Like I certainly did.
No, sir.
Julius waiting for a chance. Got a chance in his senior year, and he's
2 carries, 30 yards, 2 touchdowns.
5'10", 160-pound junior.
Pirates win 2-1 over the Cubs tonight. Great news. Only need 10 more.
You know, Mike, Julius is somewhat of a stock guru.
You told me about that last year.
He wants to invest in his future. We had a couple discussions. Ooh,
Babinsack hits the crossbar, and it's no good. Well, the Rams are going to have to clean up the operation, as they like to call it.
Left, right, center, Mike.
The Rams lead at 45-8. But that is mercy territory. 35 points in the second half. We'll have a running clock the rest of the way out. The Rams have scored 5 touchdowns in the second half on drives of 5 plays, 1 play, 3 plays, 4 plays, and 1 play.
That's called efficiency.
45-8. $10 to go.
Sparse crowd for the Golden Rams tonight, Mike. A lot of people didn't want to come up 65, I guess, huh?
Well, we're waiting till hang in with the Breakfast Club tomorrow on Saturday morning.
Yep. Speaking of club now, Mike, my home club is now Buffalo. Playing a golf league up there, the Saxon Golf League. Stumpy, our old buddy Stumpy, runs that league. And I'm playing with a few neighbors now. I got to tell you about this one guy. 81-year-old Tom DeFilippi.
Okay.
This guy, you know, number 9 at Buffalo is about 325 yards. I got a picture. He is 80 yards in the hole. And when I show you the picture, I'm showing you from my drive, which is 80 yards behind
him.
Me, Bob Heine.
Bob out reffing tonight.
He's out of Shady Side tonight.
Here's Babinsack, boots it deep, down to the 11-yard line, and this is Darren Cox, and he's got a hole up over the 35, and finally dragged down at the 40-yard line by Devon Wilson, the senior. Good field position for the Bridgers. They'll start at their 40-yard line at 9:54 left.
I always said when I grow up, I want to be like Tom, the Philippines. He's a former football coach at Leechburg, and he umpired for a long time, too. He had Tom Stabile, but good buddies with him.
Leechburg, things have turned to the good for them out there recently, haven't they?
8-win season.
Yeah. A lot of new shirts out there for Highlands. We'll get them as they make some plays for us. 1st and 10. And Caracci fires it to the near side of the field. This one's caught by Nathan Sheffield, and he gets up to the 45-yard line.
Boyd, Brown, and Johnson on the stop.
5-yard pickup, 2nd and 5.
Mike, I get some JVs out there now since they're not playing tomorrow.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Again, we're in mercy clock now, so. Twins to the left, 2 tight ends to the right. 2nd down, 5. And Caracci's back. They chase him. He looks, and he throws it to the popcorn vendor.
Danielson had the pressure on him that time.
3rd and 5. Sure turned out to be a good night for Aaron Randolph, for Luke Bumbalski. Julius Saunders with a couple. Jordan Tavares with a big pick 6.
9 rushes for 101 yards.
Had 13 points at the break. And look up there, and there's 45 of them on the board. Luke Bumbalski standing next to Elijah Jackson over there. For my money, that's 2 of the best running backs in school history. And the pass to the near side of the field, and a diving try is incomplete. Down there at the turf for the Bridgers was Enzo Cottrell. Enzo couldn't pull it in.
Bob Heine told me he refereed an 8th grade game where Elijah ran for like 400 some yards. I think you were there. It was against Pearl. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
And he got his autograph afterwards.
My nephew was one of the victims on Burl that day. Let me tell you. He still, I tell him, you still haven't caught him.
And he's helping out with our defensive backs. Him and Mark Kanzanowicz in the coach's room, like, just interesting to hear those guys talk. Different coverages.
And Geraci's back. He looks. He's going to throw a takeoff down the sideline, but because Montrell Johnson was all over the intended receiver. That was Enzo Cottrell again.
And if you want to see how to play defensive back, Mike, go back, rewind that play. He moves his hips so well, and he positions himself so he basically forces the receiver out of bounds. He's the only one who can make a play on it.
So Highlands takes over at the Ambridge 45.
Will we see J.K. King, or will we see Aaron hand the ball off a lot? That'll be the question.
Ref's saying, hey, let's go, get out of here. There's no breaks. The clock is winding. They are taking the mercy clock literally here at Mo Rubenstein tonight.
And we have a timeout.
Highlands has to call time because they're.
I think they're going to put the.
Yeah, I think they want to change personnel and they want to make sure they have 11 of them. That's usually how that goes at this stage.
Next week we're up to Blackhawk. We played them last year.
And the home opener 2 weeks at home against Char Valley. We'll see Zach Hayward a week later than we thought.
Yes.
Zach Hayward was the coach at Blackhawk, the AD at Blackhawk, but he left to take the AD job at Char Valley because the Char Valley AD, Mike Gavlik with a G, not Mike Pavlik with a P, took the AD's job at Hampton because Bill Cardone retired. Now, there will be a quiz.
Yeah. There's a lot of AD movement this year. We have a new one.
Drew Carpin has gone to Plum, and Katie Jo Stobert has taken that job at Highlands.
She was the dean of students over at the middle school.
You resemble that remark.
Yes. And a lot of the kids that she had there are now at the varsity level. And welcome aboard to Mr. Toole. He will be the principal this year. He had most of these guys in elementary school. So again, new administration this year all around at the high school. And here we go, Mike. 1st and 10.
It looks like Boyd Brown's going to be the quarterback.
He's a de facto quarterback because he was a quarterback for a couple of years, gave it up. Now I think they brought him in because of the injuries, Mike. Who's his running back? That's the question.
Is it Tavon Partlow? Takes it. And he puts his head down and puts a little bit of headache into an Ambridge man and maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's 31, freshman Tavon Partlow.
And Mike, what's interesting about
play
that
some JVs now, maybe.
He is the only freshman to dress for the varsity. We're not taking freshmen. As Coach Beneslawski says, it's like herding cats. So this is a business trip, and Mr. Partlow means business if he gets an invite.
2nd down, long 10. Partlow again. He and Boyd came together that time, but Partlow turns the corner.
He's got a reason to be
35.
Out there.
He's at the 30, and he's got a 1st down out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Wilmot.
21 on that play, Mike?
12th Highlands 1st down. We'll go 46 to the 20. 1 is 25.
25, even better. Good job, Tavon. Here's my bite. Jabari Lewis, watch him, Mike.
And there he goes. Oh, he gets hit hard, but he keeps coming.
We saw him in a JV
Yes,
game,
we
remember?
did. He was very impressive. He gets it down. By the way, Shaler's winning at halftime tonight, 31-0. Just wanted to throw that out. I didn't see who it was. I just heard that. So that's Lewis, and he's number 24 to the 14-yard line, 7-yard pickup.
Six got to touch the ball tonight too, Mike.
Wow, this is Brown. And Brown dives ahead inside the 10. He's down to the 5-yard line, and it's 1st and goal.
What can Brown do for you, Mike? 6, right?
It'll be a 9-yard run.
7th Highlands rusher tonight.
4:20 to go. Clock winding on a mercy clock here at Ambridge. Rams lead at 45-8. Led 13-8 at halftime.
Continue their domination of Ambridge, Mike. Jabari.
And he's turning and spinning.
He has not gone down yet.
Now
Mike.
he finally does at the 2.
Again, the last 4 times we played Ambridge, Mike, 56-6, 28-14, 56-17, and 33-0. Can they put
And we
one
may
more in here?
be fixing to put a 50 burger up again here.
And remember, kids, it was 13-8 at halftime.
Rams taking their time getting the play in here. Boyd Brown has it. 2nd and goal. Jabari Lewis. He's not going to get there that time. Good defensive play by the Bridgers as Blaze Kohler came in to knock him off his feet. No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and goal. You know, if Boyd faked it and kept it and did the bootleg, I think he'd walk in untouched.
I think you're correct.
And Boyd's going to keep it. And he dives to the goal line, and he's in for a touchdown. Boyd Brown, his first.
From 2 yards out, Boyd Brown.
And the Rams lead it now, 51-8. At the 2:53 mark.
And Mike, it's all been on the ground tonight. We have not had a pass.
We're not counting it now? The one guy said touchdown. I mean, apparently not. Apparently not. The line judge up at the top there he was adamant that it was a touchdown, but they said no.
So now it's 4th and 1. All right.
4th and goal at the 1 from the shotgun. Lewis isn't going to get there. Now he spins ahead, and he didn't get it.
All righty then.
Okay.
Mike, what'd you have for the third quarter's totals? I know they had nothing. 29.
Well, it was 13 to 26.
26. All right, I'll be doing my Post-Gazette reporting in a little bit here.
So Ambridge keeps it at the 1-yard line. Boyd Brown is the line judge up at the top, kept saying yes, a touchdown, but the other officials had other ideas.
Yep.
They'll go back and look at the film, and
Figure things out.
which isn't really film anymore, of course.
Right.
Football term. 45-8 it remains. Now they're winding the clock, of course. Now they bring it forward.
Yeah.
He did just barely get out, and that was 30. Hezekiah Finney. He gets it back to the 1-yard line. 2nd and 10. 1:50 to go. Clock winding, 4th quarter. The Rams going to move to 1-0. And we'll go to Blackhawk next week as we continue our tour of Beaver County. DJ Kane, the quarterback, number 19. It's Finney again. And he gets it out to near the 5-yard line. And that's 31 again. Tavon Partlow going down low to bring him off his feet. 4-yard pickup. 3rd and 6.
20 guys have made tackles tonight, Mike.
That's a goodly number.
Yep.
A lot of people have got playing time tonight, and a lot of people got their first varsity action. They shook it off in the first half. Some good, some bad in the first half, and a whole lot of good in the second half. 3rd and 5. Finney. Looks like that's going to be enough for a first down. He gets it out to the 12.
Jabari, Lewis, and Partlow on that stop.
Only the second first down for Ambridge in the second half. Clock winds to 35 seconds. Now it's stopped at 37 seconds. Now they're going to wind it.
Why would they stop it?
I don't know. There might have been some sort of a problem. They needed to mark it. That's ending in college. They're not going to stop the clock to mark it anymore. Only in the last 2 minutes. DJ Kane, the quarterback. Finney again carries some men with him. He gets it to the 20-yard line, and that's going to be it.
That stop was made by Javon Chambers. Tom they call him.
All right, and that's going to wrap it up. This one belongs to the Rams. Courtney, start the bus. The Rams get off to a good start and have a big second half and win the opener at Ambridge, 45-8. Dean, final thoughts?
Well, Mike, second half was great. First half, we used a little work, but again, great adjustments at halftime. Kids came together the second half. Big win on the Blackhawk.
All right, thanks to everybody here at Ambridge that helped us out. And once again, that final score here tonight in week 0. The Highlands Golden Rams 45 and the Ambridge Bridgers 8. For the Dean, Mike Choma, and cameraman Dan, this is Mike Pavlik saying so long, everybody.